What up people, Beer Monster here, and thank you for joining me for another video. This one's going to be a review of Stella Unfiltered on the Perfectdraft. And I'm also going to crack open a bottle of Stella Unfiltered as well, just to sort of show you the differences visibly, and like perhaps there's some differences in the tastes, the aromas and whatnot. When I can, and when I'm doing a Perfectdraft review, I like to try and pick up a can or a bottle equivalent, just to see whether it's really worth getting the Perfectdraft for that particular drink. Who knows? It's made for some interesting content so far, and sometimes it really has showcased what the Perfectdraft can do. Not always. There was one I did, the normal Stella. I actually preferred an imported can of Stella than the Perfectdraft Stella because it was quite flat. Anyway, hopefully we don't get this problem with the unfiltered version. A keg of Stella Unfiltered at the time of buying, it cost me £30. You get 10.5 pints for your 30 quid. This big bottle cost me £3. Quite a lot of money in it. It was from a corner shop though. So, you're talking, well, that roughly works out about the same price, I think. Stella Unfiltered is brewed in the UK, whether you get it on the PD, a can, bottle. It's just a UK brewed beverage, and I think they made it because a lot of people were unhappy with a 4.6 Stella, which used to be known as wife beater. Yeah, you can't say that about it anymore. It's a load of crap. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get the Perfectdraft one poured and see what she's all about. Let me know if you tried the Perfectdraft Stella Unfiltered or the can or bottle of Unfiltered. Be great to hear your thoughts, whether you enjoy Stella Unfiltered or not. Do you think it's better than a regular Stella? Let's get the bottle in there while I wait for that. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've just opened that bottle of Stella Unfiltered. It smells like I've just walked into a Bob Marley party or something. Literally made my eyeballs water a little bit. That's got to be the skunkiest beer I've ever opened in my life. Jesus Christ, that is potent stuff. Like, I reckon you could get high just from sniffing that bad boy. That is very, very skunked indeed. I'll be surprised if that don't go through to the flavour. I think that's just brought back a memory actually. I'm a fan of Stella Unfiltered. I've never tried it on a Perfectdraft. This is my first time, apart from a sneaky couple of pints last night. I actually just reminded me it's better in the cans actually. I tried it first out of a bottle and I was like, oh yeah, it's brought it all back just opening that beer. And I was like, no. And somebody told me to try it in a can, and it's much better in the can. So if you ain't got a Perfectdraft and you're just watching because you're interested in Stella Unfiltered, get a can. Don't buy this. It smells like a big fat bifter. It really does. There's no other aroma going on there. Let's get a Perfectdraft one. Jesus, shocking. Right, here is the Perfectdraft beverage. Decent levels of small moving carbonation. Lovely hazy golden colour to that. Nice creamy looking head, draft looking pint, which you expect from the Perfectdraft. That's the whole point of it. But yeah, it looks nice. Now let's just compare it to the bottled version. Now look at that. The keg version, the Perfectdraft version, is a lot more hazier. I mean, a lot more. It actually looks like an unfiltered lager, whereas the bottled version looks like a slightly less filtered lager, but it's still pretty clear. Good levels of carbonation. It looks pretty decent, to be fair, as far as a bottle of lager goes, doesn't it? Instead of unfiltered out of the bottle. But look at that. That's just next level. Carbonation's a little slower, but smaller bubbles. So much more hazier looking. Both of them have piercingly white, beautiful heads. Got a couple of titties out there, haven't they? Let's do the review of the Perfectdraft Stella, and then I'll just compare it and see whether it's better than the bottle. But yeah. Anyway, let's check out the aroma of Stella Unfiltered on the Perfectdraft. bready kind of malts. Perhaps slightly biscuity and bready malts. Subtle spice. And zesty, like citrusy and zesty. But it's quite subtle. But it does smell nice. These unfiltered lagers are right up my street, they really are. Why filter a lager? I mean, everybody does it. It looks nice and clear, you know, it looks cool or whatever. But when you filter the lager, you're giving it a nice clear appearance, but you're filtering out all the flavour, you know. Oh, that's even in the glass, it's still skunky. It's not as skunky as sniffing it from the rim, but it's still very skunky indeed. Jeez. Tone down a little bit. Bob Marley's opened one of his windows, sorry, and let a bit of fumes out once you put it in the glass for me. Anyway, this is all about the Perfectdraft one. Let's give it a taste, see if I like it, and see if I think it's worth a buy or a bag of shit. Cheers, everybody. Bash. Oh. That is fantastic, actually. It's not just good, it's fantastic. It's so much better than that poor excuse of 4.6 Stella. And for me, so much better than the keg on the Perfectdraft Stella. I mean, this is brewed in UK as well, but this is next level. The unfiltered Stella, I mean, the normal Stella on the Perfectdraft is also 5%, but the unfiltered version, it's just so much more flavoursome. Why filter it? As I say, you're filtering out that flavour. Without the mouth feels better as well. Being unfiltered, it's got a beautiful, smooth, going to the pub having a pint sort of mouthfeel to it. But most pubs are not going to sell Stella unfiltered on tap, are they? Hence another reason to get a Perfectdraft. You know what I mean? Fantastic. Let's go again and think about what sort of flavours we can pick up. Good quality malts. They really last the whole process of the tasting. They're kind of biscuity and bready for me. I was getting on the aroma. It is a nice flavoursome lager. Lagers, you know, they're there to be smashed, cool you down on a hot day or whatever. But why not have a bit of flavour as well? And Stella Unfiltered does that. It has that flavour. There's lots of background flavours. There's a zesty, citrusy note, which is very nice. I'm getting subtle spice as well, which I was also getting on the aroma. Like a little peppery spice. It's got a bit in this as well that doesn't smell like or taste like arseholes, like the 4.6 Stella. That's a disgrace, that is. This has got a decent, non-arseholey like bitterness, which is what you want, you know. It's not crazy bitterness, but it just cuts through the sweetness from the malts. It leaves a nice, pleasant, grassy-like aftertaste for me. Grassy, citrusy aftertaste. Very moorish aftertaste that makes you want to dive in there and have a bit more. It's a very good keg for me. I would say this is a very good keg. In particular, say we're having a barbie, you've got a few guests coming around and you want to get a lager that most people are going to like, and you want to show off your machine a bit, you know, I think this is a good one because it's different. A lot of people might not have tried an unfiltered lager, so it'll be something new for them to try, but it's not too far away from a normal lager that it's going to be scary. It's just more flavoursome. It's got a better mouthfeel. You can be like, try that. That's why you need a Perfectdraft. It's a good pint. As I say, good one for guests, I think, because most people are going to enjoy this. Whereas some beers are very hit or miss, depends on your tastes. I do think most people will enjoy Stella Unfiltered. Not everyone's going to love it, but I think most people will at least drink it and enjoy it to some degree. So it's a good one for that for me. Nice and crisp dryness before you get the spice and the linger and the bitterness. It's a great lager. I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. I think it's great. Thankfully, no flatness from this one. Certainly doesn't taste flat. Yeah, we've got decent levels of carbonation, nothing crazy. But look at the lacing on the glass as well. It's an exceptional pint. Now let's compare it to the bottle version, which still looks like a decent lager. The head's retained, but just, I don't know, the quality just visually is there, but it's all about the taste, isn't it? Let's try the bottle. Cheers, everybody. Bye. No. 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 This is no contest. It's absolutely no contest. The mouthfeel doesn't have that smoothness. It's got less body. Got a nasty skunked taste to it. It is really badly skunked, this Stella Unfiltered on the bottle. I cannot recommend it. The skunk taste in this is covering up all them nice subtle flavours that I could pick up from the PD version. The hints of spice, the citrus, all them sort of subtle flavours which not everyone's going to pick up, and some people might pick up different things. It's all just being masked by Bob Marley's Bifter. No, it's just skunky mess of an excuse with a beer. I mean, it's far from the worst beer in the world, but I'm just comparing it to that what I've just been drinking. It's no contest. The Perfectdraft one literally shits all over it. And if you don't have a Perfectdraft, like I say, because I mean, I had a can of Stella Unfiltered the other day, and I rather enjoyed it, I must say. So I'm not being snobby saying, you have to have a Perfectdraft. Just buy a can if you ain't got a Perfectdraft. Don't want a Perfectdraft, don't see the point in it, perhaps you can't afford it, but you want to try a Stella Unfiltered, buy a bloody can, because the skunk is out of control on this beer. I cannot recommend it. Let's say for me, a can of Stella Unfiltered is probably an easy 8 to 9 out of 10 lager all day long. And the bottle, 6 at best. It's just skunky. Some people like that skunky taste, and if you like that skunky taste in your beer, you're gonna bloody love this, because you can't taste bugger all apart from skunk. It just masks all the quality of the beer. It's still got good lacing. It's just skunk. The hops have just gone on this beer. There's a nasty, like I say, skunky off taste to it. The green bottle don't help. That's probably what's done it. Jesus Christ, no, it's maybe even a 5, you know. So and 9.2 for the Unfiltered. Fantastic keg. I highly recommend you try it. It's definitely a winner for me, and that will probably be one of the sort of beers, once I've tried all the kegs, which I will do, which I'm through the process of doing at the minute, or at least most of them. I'm not going to try bloody Bud Light, do you know what I mean? Christ's sake. Jesus. But I'll try the ones that interest me, at least even in the slightest. I'll pick them up just to review for you guys. But I'm not doing Bud Light. Or that Camden Top. Get them. Unless it's like on a stupidly cheap deal. But yeah, I think this is going to be one of my sort of go-to ones, the Stella Unfiltered. As long with for a lot, as far as a lager goes, it's easy drinking. You're always in the mood for a Stella Unfiltered. Other lagers can be too sweet or too bitter. It's a good all-rounder. I think this will be one of my regulars. I think Franziskaner Weissbier will be one of my regulars as well. And I've got a keg of that on the way, and I can't wait because I love it. I've even bought a proper glass. Anyway, I'm going off subject here. Thank you for watching, guys. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. I really do appreciate every single one of you. If you've made it this far, you're one of the real ones, and I really appreciate you. Really, really do. To the next one, people, take care, and bye-bye, darlings. Bye.